Hare Krishna. Hello friends, I hope you all are doing well. This is Ritendra, I'm preacher of Srimad Bhagavad Gita, and today is very special lecture. Today I'm going to talk about compulsive sexual disorder, sex addiction and Srimad Bhagavad Gita, how both are related with each other and what does Lord Krishna say about sex addiction in Srimad Bhagavad Gita. Before I start my lecture, I would like to introduce Srimad Bhagavad Gita. This is Srimad Bhagavad Gita actually written by me. This is actually my publications. This book is published by me, and this is actually most authentic source. And actually, I had put my best effort to publish this book, and also many diagrams are there and many things are there actually in order to explain each and every verses of Srimad Bhagavad Gita. This is a detailed book, and this is actually most beautiful book, and this is actually means my heart is something like my heart and my soul, because this is my hard work, I would say. And I would say Srimad Bhagavad Gita is neither religious book nor spiritual book, but in true sense it's a pure book, the science and humanity. And I'm trying to propagate a humanity on the basis of Srimad Bhagavad Gita, and trying to morally motivate to those people who are actually frustrated and attempted to commit suicide on the basis of Srimad Bhagavad Gita. So let's get into compulsive sexual disorder or sex addiction and Srimad Bhagavad Gita. When we get into compulsive sexual disorder, CSD often called hypersexuality disorder or sexual addiction, which is refers to persistence and also excessive preoccupation, persistence and also excessive preoccupation with a sexual thought, urges or behavior that are difficult to control, leading to distress or impairment in the daily life, which actually leading toward the impairment in our daily life. Symptoms are there: repeated intrusive sexual thoughts and also fantasies, excessive use of the pornography or risky sexual behavior, excessive use of pornography or risky sexual behavior, inability to resist urges, and despite the negative consequences would be there, but the particular persons would like to means inability to resist the urges, sexual urges, feeling of the guilt, shame or loss of control. That particular person is not able to control when actually because he or she is a sexual addicted person. Psychological root often linked to the childhood trauma, unmet emotional needs, impulse control deficit, depression, anxiety, and also sometimes neurobiological imbalances, dopamine and serotonin system. Criminal psychology context: in some cases, untreated compulsive sexual disorder can be accelerate into the offending behavior like exhibitionism, sexual harassment, assault, or exploitation. These are the symptoms. These are the things actually which are lead toward the criminal psychology. Criminology sees CSD as a risk factor when combined with lack of empathy. The particular person is not able to get a normal empathy, poor impulse control, social isolations, or distorted belief about sexuality. Treatment in forensic psychology include a cognitive behavior therapy. This is actually most important: cognitive behavior therapy (CBT) and mindfulness, and also sometimes medications, SSRIs, and also anti-androgens. Gita context: when we actually correlate with Srimad Bhagavad Gita offers a deep psychological insight into desire, kama, and also self-control, dhamma. And desire as a root cause, kama is a krodha is a rajoguna samruddha. Kama is a krodha is a rajoguna samruddha. This is what Madhusudan clearly stated. And lust, anger, and greed, both are the mode of the passions, are the great enemies that drag a person into the downfall. Kama is a krodha is a rajoguna samruddha. Mahaseno mahapapam vignanam varyanam. This is what Madhusudan clearly stated. Compulsive sexual urges reflect the uncontrolled kama, which enslave the mind. Cycle of obsession. ध्यायतो विषयान पुंस संग सितु पजायते संगात संजायते कामः कामात् क्रोधो विंजायते क्रोधात् भवति सम्मोह सम्मोहात् स्मृति विभ्रमः स्मृति हिंसात् बुद्धि नाशो बुद्धि नाशात् प्रणश्यति. Verse number 62-63 of chapter 2 of Srimad Bhagavad Gita. Here Lord Krishna clearly stated, फल की आशा से कामना प्रकट होती है, और कामना का तो स्वभाव है असंतोष्टि। असंतोष के कारण क्रोध जन्म लेता है, क्रोध के कारण मोह जन्म लेता है, मोह के कारण व्यक्ति आचार और व्यवहार का ज्ञान ही भूल जाता है, ज्ञान के चले जाने से बुद्धि चली जाती है, अनुचित प्रकार के कार्य होने लगते हैं, और अल्टीमेटली ऐसे व्यक्ति का पूर्ण रूप से पतन हो जाता है। दिस मैप्स परफेक्टली ऑन टू कंपल्सिव सेक्सुअल थॉट्स, attachment, addictions, destructive behavior. These are the things, these are the sequence. Self-mastery through the discipline. Gita teaches the yoga, union of the mind and intellect with the higher self. Uddharde atmana atmana manaha. One must elevate oneself by mind, not degrade oneself. We can elevate ourselves through our mind, but through our mind we can also degrade. This is why Lord Krishna bandhura atma न मनते नैन आत्मा न जितः अनात्मने शत्रु वर्तमेव शत्रु वर्तः. This is what Madhusudan clearly stated, verse number 66.6, verse number 6, chapter number 6 of Srimad Bhagavad Gita. And Lord Krishna stated, the particular person who has conquered his mind is greatest friend, but the particular person who has failed to do so, his very mind is greatest enemy of the particular person. This is what Madhusudan clearly stated. Self-regulations, meditations, and also detachment, vairagya, are the presented as the remedies for the uncontrolled desire. Transformation of energy instead of the suppressing. The Gita suggests the sublimating desire toward the higher purpose of devotion, bhakti, service, karma yoga, and also wisdom, jnana yoga. Karma yoga, sankhya yoga to karma yoga to jnana yoga to bhakti yoga. These all are the roots of the particular things. Sankhya yoga to karma yoga to bhakti yoga, and bhakti yoga to jnana yoga. This is the sequence. Through the sattva gunas, cultivation of the purity, balance, and mindfulness, one can gain the mastery over the compulsions. Integrations. Modern psychology views the CSD as a disorder needing therapy and structure, routine, and also sometimes medications. A Gita perspective sees uncontrolled sexual compulsion as a unchecked karma, which can be overcome through the awareness, discipline, detachment, and also higher purpose. Together, holistic approach would combine the psychological treatment with the spiritual practices. This is the holistic approach. Psychological treatment is also required, but spiritual treatment is also required, like a meditation, mindfulness, self-discipline, and devotion to the control urges, and also find inner balance. In the essence, Bhagavad Gita doesn't condemn desire itself. Srimad Bhagavad Gita would never ask about controlling the desire, but Srimad Bhagavad Gita asks to urge to develop a desire for some specific purpose, like in a devotional practices, like to be karma yogi, and also not be self-centered, but always be holistic, like think about entire society and entire world in the welfare of the people, work in the welfare of the people. This is the holistic approach, and it's showing that sexual energy, if uncontrolled, can destroy a person, but if sublimated, can become a force for creativity, love, and also devotion. Sublimation of the sexual desire, then it can become a force for creativity, love, and also devotion. This is what Madhusudan clearly stated. This is what Madhav clearly stated. I hope you all can understand. If you have any questions, any doubt, then please kindly put a comment. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna. Jai Shri Radhe.